My addiction, it ripped everything away from my life. It doesn't matter how much money you have or whether you're the athlete or the valedictorian of your school. If you play with fire, that you will eventually get burned. There is no exemptions to drug addiction. I started experimenting with pills whenever I was 13 years old, and by the time I was 17 years old, I was an IV heroin user.
Heroin and opioid abuse in Pennsylvania isn't just a problem anymore, it's a full-blown epidemic. Heroin overdose deaths account for 80% of all overdose deaths in Pennsylvania. Last year, 422 people died in Allegheny County alone.
I would say that I hit my rock bottom whenever I was 20 years old. I had been arrested several times. I had a child that I didn't have custody of. I slept outside, I couldn't shower, I couldn't brush my teeth. I just could not do any things that the drugs didn't allow me to do. They took complete priority of my life.
I responded to a call where a 7-year-old girl called to report her dad unresponsive. When we arrived, her father was deceased, and to see her eyes and how she responded when we had to tell her was devastating to me. These episodes don't just hurt the addict, it destroys families, it destroys friendships, and it hurts our community as a whole.
The addiction would tear at the fabric of our family because you never knew when the next time bomb would go off. My father found my sister downstairs in her bedroom with the needle still in her arm. And as strong as a bond that I had with my sister growing up, when she was, in her darkest time of addiction and using, is when we basically lost that close-knit relationship.
I actually got a razor and I cut my arm, and I said to myself, I'm either gonna get clean or I'm gonna commit suicide. And I knew that I wasn't gonna live to see my 21st birthday if I didn't try to get help at least one more time. And I truly believe that those 7 months of treatment are what saved my life, and I know that if I wouldn't have gone to that treatment, that I would not be alive today. But I can tell you that at 20 years old, I was on my way to state prison. I was actively addicted to heroin and crack cocaine. I was suicidal. I wanted to die. And now I'm 30 years old. I have 10 years clean. I have a career. I'm about to graduate with my master's degree. I have my family back. I have my life back. So I know that if I can escape the grips of active addiction, that anybody can.